All right. Last week, look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I hated Dean in that episode. I love the guy sincerely, obviously, but right now he's making the most selfish, boneheaded choices imaginable. And what makes it worse is how subtle it is. He sounds like Dean, he carries himself like Dean, but the decisions, completely foreign. And I know it's the blade. I get and I understand addiction, okay? I get corruption. I can forgive him later, but while he's under it, forget it. He is, honestly, he's basically the villain right now. And it's a frustrating villain at that. And then we've got angels turning on Cass at the drop of a hat, which I understand from a writing standpoint, but good Lord, is it frustrating to watch. Same with Gadreel showing up, ready to do something actually helpful for once, and Dean still goes full dictatorship mode. Of course he does. I knew it the second he walked in the room. What's killing me most this season is that the characters, they feel right, but the story doesn't. It feels like the show had no idea where it wanted to go. Like every setup got swapped out 3 episodes later for something unrelated. So many individual episodes have been fantastic, truly. But as a whole, this season's arc is messy and convoluted. And I still don't know who the main antagonist is supposed to be. And if someone tries to tell me that it's somehow good writing, I'm gonna disagree with you all day long. I really hope this finale pulls everything together. They still haven't confirmed who committed that one murder a couple of episodes back. I'm guessing that was somehow related to Metatron's presentation, but no one recorded it, so it's still unanswered. There are questions everywhere, and they have 1 hour left to answer all of it. I'm still having fun. I am. I still love this show. I'm still gonna keep watching, but come on, let's land this plane already. Anyway, if you wanna watch weeks ahead, and in full length, and with exclusives you're not getting here, check out our Patreon. By then you'll be seeing our supercuts. There's also a bunch of other bonus stuff, so you won't find it on YouTube. And if you're already on Patreon, I hope you're enjoying everything over here. All right, finale time. Let's see if this season can redeem itself. Please. Wait. Is this all insane because Metatron's writing it this way?
Metatron.
Is Metatron the writer and that's why it's so stupid? It sounds weird, but if this is written stupidly
At the new Angel handbook you're working on, or
because of Metatron?
This is a story, Neil. A marvelous story.
It makes me forgive this season.
Heartbreak.
I hope that's where it's going. That's gonna fix everything for me.
sort of like the Notebook. I love the Notebook.
No. All will be
So that blood they saw, of course, was from Gadreel. But why is Dean like
glorious.
coughing up blood? That was not revealed at any point ever in this storyline. You gotta set things up, people. Unless this is all Metatron's doing, literally the narrative. This is a development, all right.
It's the mark.
Meaning?
Wants you to kill.
I wish that we had shown him cough up blood at least one time prior.
See Indiana.
Muncie. That's where my mom's from. Well, my mom's family's from.
Whoa. You can eat your food.
Not hungry.
He wanted to watch him eat it. Also, Dean not being hungry, you know something's wrong.
Guarded by 2 of Metatron's most loyal. Brother, I have no idea what that means.
It's a reference to a very popular film, but never mind.
Brother, I have no idea what that means. So funny. Come on, you son of a bitch. Seriously? He's working with you. You're wrong on every level, and you decide to do this?
Brother, it's not your fight.
We're not allowed to like Dean, apparently. We're not allowed to like Dean. I thought maybe we could work with this, but nope.
Telling me that Metatron set you up.
She was extremely, extremely loyal to him at the beginning of the last episode.
Chief.
You're Dean Winchester.
Whoa.
How did you know that?
It's like he's bipolar. Like when the power takes him over, it's not Dean. But like when he's focused on the mission, it's Dean. It's challenging. I have to give mad props to Jensen Ackles because he's doing a great job.
Of reclaiming my good name. I thought of nobody, no cause other than my own.
You've been redeemed, my friend.
The only thing that matters in the end is the mission.
I guess desperate times, he'd rather do that than, I mean, I guess it makes sense. He'd rather just, for him, it's like, might give us a chance, and he doesn't want to be in that
I
cell.
believe him now. You can save the humble pie. Jesus,
Not sure if that proves much, totally, but all right. I guess she's fully aligned with him. It's good.
You never learned how to tell a good story.
No. No. Now that was awesome. Oh my God. No, this is death talking. I don't like this. I know that we have several seasons ahead of us, but this is not good. He's going to actually die. Dean's going to legitimately die. So we're going to have him start drinking now. Not that he doesn't, but that's more Dean's thing. Fair. This was Crowley's doing. Yeah, except you are the reason he got into this
You
mess.
have to believe me. When I suggested you take on the Mark of Cain, I didn't know this was going to happen. Not really. I mean, I might not have told you the entire truth. The Mark never quite let go. You can understand why I never spoke of this. Why I said hearts aflutter at mere speculation. It wasn't until you summoned me. No. It wasn't truly.
What? Well, that wasn't an ending. It was just another beginning. I mean, sure, yeah. Metatron's been put away and stopped. I suppose that does make it an ending. I didn't see this coming. Sincerely, I am flabbergasted. Why the black eyes? He's not a demon. Yes, it's evil. Yes, evil is associated with it. Yes, I get that, but he's not a demon. Is he? I mean, I don't think that's how it works. I wanted to comment earlier because I said it didn't make sense that one female angel, I forgot her name, was willing to work with Castiel. I think it's interesting because I got it wrong, but I still don't think it was well written. I don't think it was clear. At least from what I read online, it was basically implied that like he was willing to sacrifice himself, right? He was willing to sacrifice himself, so he's morally good. And the only corrupted one in all of this, or the only one who's fully morally good in all of this, is Castiel. So I guess that makes sense. I don't think that was as clear to the audience as it should have been, but I'm fine with it, I guess. Look, there are elements of the season that were so incredibly well written, in many ways better written than other seasons. And I want to also state that like there was a through line technically, and there was a consistent storyline technically. And ultimately this last episode definitely helped a lot. So the season, if you were going to like summarize it, is basically, it's a battle for who wants to be the king of all things. I suppose this now puts Castiel in the position, whether he wants it or not, unless he was handing it to that woman. It wasn't fully clear. It was a little bit vague there. One of them is God, basically now, I would assume. They're at least in charge of the angels, if nothing else. And then Cass, still king of hell. And forgive me, guys, maybe I need to go back through the old episodes, because it had been a while between us filming these episodes from when I filmed last to now. But I don't remember what happened to God and what happened to Lucifer. Where did they go? I think it was clear. I'm gonna look this up. I think it's worth looking at. And I just got my answers. So God is missing and Lucifer is still locked up in hell as of the ending of season 5. I remember that now. The minute I looked it up, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I remember this stuff. Yeah. So we don't know where God is, and there's no explanation as to where God is. And maybe we'll get that at some point. So we don't know that. And we also know that Lucifer is still locked up. Cool. So that's clear. Back on point with this season. So we're working off of something that doesn't even have a God or a Lucifer with our narrative here. And we can do that. That's fine. It's wild we've gone this far without a God or Lucifer. That's pretty wild. I loved this season overall. I really did. Even though I've given it flack here at the end, I really did enjoy this season. It's definitely not the worst season. I can think of one or two that stand out to me, especially one. But the season isn't bad. It's just, there's some of the writing is just undeserved. Like some of the choices and the things that happen with the storylines and the characters, they're just not clear with their direction. And I can't be the only one who feels this way. And if I am, tell me. I would love to hear your thoughts. And I'm not saying that generically. I'm sincere, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. Tell me if I'm wrong in this, totally. Tell me if you disagree. Don't just tell me because you like this show. Don't just tell me because you're a fan of the season. I want some sincere, like, dialogue, exchange of dialogue between us. I want to hear what you guys think. Like, dump on me if you need to. If I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. But this season feels very convoluted. Am I mistaken? Maybe? No? Maybe I am. Either way, it was a strong ender. Clearly, we're setting up officially Dean being a real bad guy, which is kind of cool. It would have been more cool, though, if we had just given that an entire season in itself. I just think Supernatural, especially with the amount of seasons that they are, they really get really complicated seasons, at least this one especially. We don't need it to be that hard. It can be a pretty clear through line. Maybe they're trying to do something different. Maybe they're just like, we can tell more stories. We can make things a little more complicated. I think the best stories are the ones that they're well written, not because we threw everything into it, but they're well written because we took our time, we let things breathe and pace properly, and we didn't overcomplicate things. Some of the seasons have been that way, and I've loved them, and I still love this, and I still enjoyed myself, and I definitely was passionate towards the end there, and I've never been more pissed at Dean ever. And I've never felt more sad for Sam, because Sam truly did the right thing this whole dang time. It's just unfortunate. I do miss when Gadreel was inside of Sam, only because it was really freaking cool to see this back and forth, and how fun for Jared Padalecki to get to play those two roles simultaneously. And honestly, Jensen Ackles playing Dean, but Dean that's kind of possessed, that had to take some mad acting chops, because it has to be so subtle that it's there, but we don't know it's there. I'm curious to see if there's any interviews out there where Jensen Ackles talks about what it was like to play this role in this season, and how it was for him to like embrace, like, okay, we're going into this scene, I'm this version of Dean now, versus we're in this scene, I'm the normal Dean now, So I'm really curious about that. I don't know what fully to expect. I was clearly wrong on many fronts. I didn't think we'd see Crowley again, but we did somehow anyway. And they did beautiful. They did a beautiful final episode. They really did. It delivered in many ways. It still felt very incomplete, But at the same time, a lot of these seasons have felt that way. I mean, how else are you going to get to 15 seasons? I personally like a nice completed arc. I don't want any season to feel like part one of something. I'd rather it just be, here's this story, here's how it ends, here's a new story, here's how it ends. But who knows? Who knows what we're going to get for the next season, but I can't wait. And I'm sure you won't wait. So we're going to go ahead and get that started now.